in the nets of deep-sea fishermen. Looking like something out of a nightmare is what lands these fish on our list. They lure prey in with their photophores and immobilize them with their fang-like teeth. Number 9. Needlefish. Night fishermen are particularly at risk of getting stabbed by these flying knives. Needlefish are capable of making short jumps out of the water and often leap over shallow boats, especially when artificial light is involved. This leaping ability has resulted in some human injuries and even a few human fatalities. In 1977, a 10-year-old Hawaiian boy was at night fishing with his father when a needlefish jumped from the water and fatally pierced his eye and brain. Earlier this year, a 39-year-old Indonesian woman was stabbed by a jumping needlefish in her right eye. Sadly, the woman succumbed to her injuries shortly after the incident. Number 8. Great Barracuda. While these longfish rarely attack humans and do so without intent, they are still incredibly terrifying creatures to encounter, and you would be wise to avoid a run-in with one. These vicious predators exclusively hunt and eat other fish. Occasionally, barracudas will attack humans wearing shiny objects like jewelry, as they mistake the shiny object for a fish. There have been some very significant injuries associated with barracuda attacks, but they are rarely, if ever, fatal. A barracuda seriously lacerated a young boy's arm while he and his dad were fishing off the coast of Florida in July of 2014. Number 7. Megalodon. Megalodon is an extinct species of shark that lived millions of years ago. They were a lot like the great white sharks of today, only much bigger. While great whites can reach a length of 20 feet, megalodons could reportedly reach a ridiculous length of nearly 60 feet. Their teeth have been found across the globe from Australia to Japan and as far north as England and Denmark.
York, perhaps further. The St. Augustine Monster. Another famous globster washed up on the coast near St. Augustine in 1896. And like the beginning of any horror movie,
then this is the place to go. Number 1. Tree face. Around the world, cultures have believed in spirits that inhabit trees or tree deities. These trees make that lore come to life. The details are breathtaking. Sculpted by Keith Jennings, these faces on trees are enough to make one think that they are going to start talking any minute now. He began this unique way of expression in 1982, and he called them his tree spirits, and it started off as just a project he did in his backyard. When images of his work spread, he started to get job offers. People and towns wanted his work to be displayed in their forest and their cities. He simply lets the wood speak to him, and then begins creating what feels right. Jennings claims that there is almost a spiritual communication between him and the wood that makes these cravings come to life. To make the ethereal faces emerge from the stumps and gnarled trunks takes around